Right, welcome to the Social Podcast. This is episode 4, and with me is my right-hand man.
Danny Bassett, you know.
And we have special guest today, Isaiah Jones.
Thank you, it's a pleasure to be here, man. It's a pleasure.
Good.
Man's doing media training already. Mad.
How long have you been in London for, by the way?
It's 1 week.
1 week. How's it feel to be back?
Not really excited to be back.
Is it?
Yeah, you don't really miss home when you're up there too, man. When you
Really?
when you got your own crib and that, you're good.
Don't you miss, like, yard shops and that?
Yeah, 100%, yeah. There's nothing, all you eat up there like fish and cod and that.
Oh, because you have to?
No, just, what's there on Just Eat?
Just eat.
You're ordering cod of Just Eat.
You need to
That's
learn-
loose.
You need to learn how to
No,
cook,
I'll
bro.
cook when I want to, but after ball, you can't be asked.
No chef.
I have a private chef, yeah.
Woo! That's the life.
I would be like, you, my boy.
That's the life. Damn. Right, we're going to go straight in, yeah, with a quote from Jermaine Genius. So,
Big player, Tottenham. Has he won the FA Cup before? No, we played for Tottenham.
That's man. Cool. So he's not done himself any harm at all. He was already in a shop window. There are a lot of clubs looking at him, and you can see why. How does it feel hearing professional pundits speak about you with such praise?
Well, I'll say the dream come true, you know. To hear a guy of that pedigree in a football game talk about me like that, like playing against his team. But I know in myself there's still a lot to come. And but to hear stuff like that, praise and wisdom, it only motivates you to go harder.
I heard it.
That's a media trained answer, you know.
He's doing media. He's doing media, but I'm going to throw him soon. So he's doing media, but I'm going to ask you a question that no media can save you from. So now what? He started with, well. What? Man, in his head, when he said, well, he heard the question again. You can't say again.
He's saying he bought himself.
You can't do ums. Or repeat the question.
Why not?
No, we're not doing that.
I got you.
Say no more, brother.
All right, I want to know where it started. The beginning of the football journey.
First time kicking ball.
The age of 10, 11.
Wow, that's quite late.
Yeah, very late. It was my mum. Like, my mum was teaching me, taking me to the park, the local cages where I live. Like, she used to go, I used to kick the ball at her. But I never used to have, like, a passion for football, to be fair. Like, I never wanted to be a footballer at first. It was just like a hobby. When I got older, like 15, 16, playing for Tweed and Mitcham, I just thought I might just give this a shot. I had, like, good coaches back then. Shout out Roger.
Big Roger.
Big Roger. He used to coach me a lot and help me, like, you know, grow as a player. Then I stayed at Tooting for another 2 years, went to the sixth form academy, like you go sixth form to go to school.
Yeah, Ernest Bevan.
Yeah, went Bevan. What a show.
Media training gone.
Didn't last long.
But yeah, went there for 2 years. I remember in 2 years, I went on trial for, what's the team? I went Barnet. Didn't really work out. Then I thought from there, I was thinking, I don't think football will be for me, you know. Then I remember, I think this is the year I met Bassett. We kicked ball together. I think I trained with the first team once. Then he's like, oh, you've got potential in that, but because when you're young, you don't really care what people say. You're just arrogant and whatnot. Then from there, I went to the first team, and that's when me and Bass became proper mates, good bros and whatnot. And it was that year. It was a tough year.
Was that when we were in the Premier Division?
Yeah.
Eesh. Who was on the bench? No, we were. Do you remember? Do you remember?
I think he's purposely forgot.
No, do you remember?
What game are you talking about?
Do you remember the last game of the season? When we came out and
Yeah.
it was 1-0. Last
Yeah.
game of the season.
Met Police.
Met Police. No, was that last game of the season? Wait, and then they beat us in the final the year after.
2 years after.
We came out from the change room, I remember, like 30 seconds late. It was 1-0 down. We was thinking, mad, it's tight. Do you remember?
No, I remember.
Who was the manager then?
Frank Wilson.
Got him relegated the other day.
Damn. Yeah, Bass, you're on violence today.
I'm not involved, but big up,
Bass is on violence.
big up Frank Wilson for giving my chance in the non-league setup, man, first team setup.
Nah, he's proper still. I'll give him that. He did trust youngsters a lot.
I'm not gonna lie. There's just bare questions in my head, just even off the back of that journey, because you. First of all, where did you grow up when you said you was kicking a ball in a cage?
Peckham.
Peckham.
Yeah.
And you were just kicking the ball with your mum, basically.
Yeah, literally.
It makes sense.
Why?
Shooting's off.
My
Shooting's
days.
off.
So-
No, joking. You can finish. Still, you can finish. You can finish.
Then, so was your first club tooting?
No, I was playing Sunday League, to be fair.
With who?
Lambeth Futsals.
Big team.
What,
that.
from when you was 10?
From year 10, yeah. 10.
From year 10 or from when you was 10?
When I was 10 years old.
You don't know Lampools run deep.
No,
Roger.
I know, but I'm just
Come on.
asking. So when you're saying Roger, you're talking about Cadsy's dad?
Yeah,
Roger.
Cadsy's
Yeah,
dad, yeah.
K1 Boogie.
That was my first ever coach, yeah.
And for how long?
6 years.
6 years he coached you.
Yeah.
So would you say he taught
Big
you?
influence in my life, yeah.
Yeah, taught you like the minerals, basically.
Did you speak to him now?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, no, that's good, man. It's good that you do.
100%.
So then, Lambeth, and then what was the move after Lambeth?
Went to the Mitcham, played like in the sixth form academy thing.
The joint.
The
scholar-
joint,
scholar one,
joint program. And my gaffer there was Ryan Fraser.
So you was just playing like Sunday League at Lambeth, and then you just went to a post-16 program,
Yeah,
and then it went from there,
yeah,
and then you went to where? Tooting's first team.
yeah.
This feels like quite a seamless journey, though. Really.
I'll be real. It's sounding beautiful.
Yeah, it sounds like a smooth
It
Sunday
wasn't though,
League,
man. There was a-
post-16.
Like Baston,
first
there's a
team.
lot of bumps. Even my first year in the first team, like I went Charlton 3 times.
Mm.
The first time I went there, the first week I was good. Second week late, not turning up. When he said to the gaffers, keep him in the twin environment for a couple months. Then we'll call him back. Went back, doing well, being confident in myself. I remember this one session, the gaffer stopped the session and said, this kid's coming to take all your shirts. In the keep ball session, like, no gaffer does that.
Yeah.
Mm.
When I lay him down by accident, hold my hands up, sorry. Didn't work out. Then the third time, I went with my good friend that Dom knows, Dominic Morgan Griffiths.
Mm.
Then it's the same thing, man. Just didn't work out. But I think it was a blessing in disguise it didn't work out.
Why was you late not turning up, by the way?
Pardon?
Why was you?
I was gonna ask, yeah, but if I actually say what I actually know, tell them the day you were late.
Why was you late?
No.
not turning up?
Tell them the day you were late.
The day I was late or the...
What was you meant to do on the day you were
What,
late?
at Charlton,
No,
yeah?
listen.
Alright, cool.
And media train your way out of this.
So basically, I was meant to be in for 9 a.m. This is the day I was meant to sign my pro with Charlton.
Oh my god!
And like I remember waking up. I woke up on time. Woke up at 6:15. But I didn't know I was getting a pro at the time. I thought I was going for training. I was like, no, I ain't going training. I want to stay in my bed. Slept.
Look at your head.
Mm-hmm.
Look at your head.
Mm-hmm.
Then I remember getting a call from
Jason,
Jason Newell and I think Stephen Avery or something like that, the top dog at Charlton, saying like, where are you and that? I said, I'm in my bed. Couldn't be asked to go training.
Your boy, you said that out loud.
I was on the phone. Yeah.
Don't
What's wrong
worry.
with the bad
They
days
did.
like
They
that?
did it. They did it as a group, as a collective.
Then I think on the same day, so that happened now, they called Tuna Mitcham. They told Tuna Mitcham what happened. So the assistant gaffer, Ashley Bosa, drove from Merton to Peckham to pick me up.
Not which Ashley?
Yeah,
Ashley, that's there now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
first
Okay.
in manager now.
Yeah.
He drove from home to mine, picked me up, then dropped me to Charlton training ground, and we had a meeting. Then they're like, we can't take it no more. We can't take it no more because he let us down. Like we brought him in more than 2 times, and he just hasn't repaid the favor or whatnot.
So how did that make you feel?
Like, because I was young, I didn't really see it as a bad thing. I was like, I just missed my chance. Like as Baston was my ego, and I'm like, I'll get plenty more offers and whatnot.
Oh, so he's a bit bothered about it, basically.
Yeah,
A
basically.
bit. Bro said to me, "I'll get another chance."
Yeah, I was a bit.
So did you not just have that moment where it was just like, Yeah, okay, cool. I've blown it.
No.
No, I agree with him 100%.
No.
There was
Like,
no
that's what
way.
I told you, no.
There's no way he had blown it, yeah. But do you know what? The best thing, yeah, because I played with him, the best thing, I think, yeah, at the time, like when he was younger and like a bit more immature, was not playing in London. That was the best thing for you, not being in London.
Yeah.
Really?
100%.
Yeah, 'cause I remember talking to my agent.
100%.
Like, he says, like, what happened and that? I just told him I didn't really like the environment or whatnot. When he said, do you think you'd be better out of London? I said, yeah, 100%.
Oh, you said yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
Less distractions, you focus more on football, you chase your goal.
Like once you're there, all you can focus on the ball. You don't know anyone. No one can call you and be like,
Do you want to come out?
you can't be Middlesbrough and tell him to come London. You're not doing that. You're not doing that. You're
yeah.
not going from there to there to do that. You're not.
How did you get that move from two into or any of these clubs? How did that happen?
So I feel it was my second or third season. Second season at Tuna Mitcham. We had a very young team, to be fair. Like that year on paper, we should have won the league.
100%.
Like we should have won.
Was that the year you was there as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, on the paper we should have won the league. We had me, Bassett, Seydou Khan, Alexis Beeden, Abraham Ado is at Rochdale, Hadi Gando is at Charlton, but he's on loan at Maidstone. Like, we had a lot
Coleman was there as well.
was at Coleman.
We have too many
We
people.
had too many like sick players.
Yeah.
We underachieved, but I say we underachieved because everyone was selfish. Like everyone was playing for moves.
Well, I mean, the thing is, as much as we're interviewing you, yeah, I'm just interested to know that if you two are good friends at Tooting, how does it feel when your friend goes?
No, I'm happy for him.
No, I don't mean, of course you're going to be happy for him, but I mean, like, it must be hard when it's like, okay, I haven't gone.
No, not when it came to Isaiah. There was other people that went and was like, it's a bit mad. Like, didn't go. I'm not gonna lie, it was a bit like, right, like, how have they gone?
Yeah.
But when Isaiah went, Isaiah's special. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Like from when I first saw him train, I told him like, you're going to go, like you're going pro.
Yeah.
So for me, when he went, it was like I knew this was gonna happen. Like there was no way it wasn't going to happen.
Yeah.
Like he's actually ridiculous. Like when people ask me who's the best winger he played with, I say Isaiah Jones.
Yeah.
People are telling me no. I'm saying you don't even know. Now he's playing in champs, doing his thing. Everyone's like, oh yeah, he was sick, but you didn't have that energy before. Keep your same energy. You get it. And I was telling them, listen, he's I'm a winger. He's cold.
Where was you both playing? What positions at the time when you were playing together?
I knew you were gonna come to this now.
That was just a throwaway question.
No,
that was just like, I just
No,
thought.
it's a good one. It's a good one.
Actually, we should really fight about it.
Yeah.
No, we should.
So
Why was you playing
basically,
the same position?
No.
in pre-season now, they want to play a 3-5-2. But the season before that, because I was scoring a lot of goals, they said, where do you want to play? So I said to myself, I ain't playing no wing back. I ain't tracking back nothing. I'm playing up front. When I remember Bassett saying that I can't play up front, I said, bro, you don't know. I can play up front, bro. Everything. When the season starts now, I play up front for the first 5 games. Bassett's playing wing back.
Damn.
But on the 5th game, he was like so childish. He got red carded on purpose.
Who busted? What
Yeah,
was he?
on purpose.
There no
Yeah.
more? You're a child.
I'm gonna
man.
be real. It was not on purpose.
It was on purpose.
No, listen. I'll explain the whole situation because you're moving like.
And he was drunk as well.
Damn. So hold on, wait. Before,
It was the day after
before
my
you explain
birthday,
about
let's
the
be
red
real.
Card, though, wait, before you explain about the red card, yeah, I want to know. So when you got red carded, yeah, and you come off your ban, did you go back to wing back?
No chance. He
said-
went
yeah.
wing back.
You went wing back.
Yeah.
No, you boy did.
Because he went
You
wing
boy
back.
did.
He said to me, good luck at wing back now. I said, bro, I'm not going there.
But you went there though.
He went
Yeah.
wing back. We had 10 men. The man is running past everyone and doing his thing at wing back. We looked like we had 11 people. When I came off, he played better. 100%. And even then, he was like, nope, I'm not playing there. Nope. I'm like, bro, just play there. He's like, no, I'm not playing there.
So what position did you get signed? What position was you playing when you got signed?
I was a winger.
He was a winger.
Yeah. What formation we playing?
3-4-3.
3-4-3.
You was on the right, I was on the left. Or the front three.
Yeah, interchanges or whatnot. But yeah, I got signed as a winger. Now wing back.
So now you're a wing back.
Kunky dink.
Funny that, innit?
I told bro, play
Funny
there.
that.
Now wing back.
Funny that. So what was your first notices when you first went into the pro environment? What was the first thing that you noticed were different to where you came from?
Technical, everything, man. Like technical ability, like the way they act around the place. Like, you got to act civilized. You can't act
Like a
rolled.
professional.
Yeah, I remember like stuff like this. I was doing this to training and that. First thing they'll say, oh, you're a roadman.
Because you did what?
Stuff like this.
What's that? Balenciaga
What?
socks.
No,
The
like
socks. High.
Your things like this, bro.
Oh,
Your
tracksuit
tracksuit
on
up.
high.
Wow, how are they meant to be?
Unprofessional.
over
You got to
the
be down,
tracksuit.
but they say unprofessional.
Really?
Yeah, I remember one time,
That's
I
interesting.
had the tracksuit on, everything up, going to a game now. I think one of the gaffers said, oh, you look like a tramp doing that. I'm like, what?
Damn!
I was like, bro, that's a hard word, you know? Like, you can't say that in London.
Can't say that in
That's
Peckham.
drip.
Yeah.
That's drip.
It's to us, but
Yeah,
to them,
yeah,
it's not.
you're a tramp.
Like, she said, you're a tramp. It's like, take this down and that. I was like, why? He said, oh, it's not part of the policy or the rules at the club. I'm saying, yeah, but everyone does it. Like, everyone does it.
Yeah.
So why, when it's us now,
Who's
what,
us?
like my boys, like,
Oh,
like
yeah,
me,
yeah.
Sam, and he just got signed. Like, why is it an issue? Then they're like, listen, you better follow the rules, or we'll send you back where you came from and that.
So what, you just fixed up?
Yeah,
They gave him the reality check.
Yeah, reality check.
They said, do this or
yeah.
did he Alba? Back
So
to
what
Tottenham.
about like the attention to detail in terms of like tactics, technical ability, all that kind of stuff, coaching?
In the academy setup,
Yeah.
not much different.
Really?
Is it?
Yeah, I don't think that much different. You just got more time to work on it because you train every day.
Mm.
But what I will say is Ashley,
And
actually,
Cornelius,
they're very like attention on detail.
Mm.
So like they try to instill a professional environment. So when the players did go pro, it was like they're
It's
literally
seamless.
they're moving on very
Yeah,
easily.
yeah.
And that's why so many people of his age group did go pro and they stayed there because like it was like literally they just moved on. Like, the next level of being pro because you're there full time now. But the actual environment at Tottenham was it was different to non-league.
That gives me a little bit of like peace that like actually like some of the grassroots coaches or non-league coaches, some of them could probably go and work in the pro environment because they'd be all right.
no, 100%. Because the way you say, because as grassroots, you don't train nothing. You just have your tactics on a Sunday
Yeah,
or Saturday. But the pro environment, you can work on it every day.
that's the fine deals.
Yeah, the fine deals. Like, so you've got a massive advantage.
Do you ever miss it?
What, grassroots?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Just for the vibes.
What, Sunday or Saturday?
I miss both, man.
I
Like,
used
like
to-
the non-league crowds, everything, man.
Is it?
You
I
miss
swear
non-league
down.
crowds over pro crowds?
No, of course not. But like, you just miss
It's
like
different. Like, it's more
yeah,
intimate.
yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. So you get your senior debut given to you by Neil Warnock.
Yeah.
Was you at Middlesbrough? Was you online?
I was at Borough when I made my debut. Then I went on loan like a couple of days after.
Did you get assist
No,
on your debut?
no.
When did you get your first assist?
What debut you talk about? FA Cup debut or league debut?
When was the
League.
League.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I was at Borough. Yeah. I don't even know how to put it into words. That game against Fulham,
Was that your first senior debut?
In the league.
it was my first league debut for Borough.
How'd that feel?
Goosebumps, man. Cause I remember like the night before, like I actually don't forget the night before the whole week. Cause that week I broke my nose in a preseason game.
Is it? How?
Went up for a header, went up for another one. I won both of them, but I didn't lean with my arm. I
Yeah.
just jumped up normally. As I headed down, the guy jumped up.
Oh, and
Yeah.
ooh.
So I was wearing a mask for like 4 or 5 weeks.
And that's when you got the masked winger.
Yeah. So I remember that week, had that now, broke my nose, had like an operation the next day. When the gaffer called me saying, like make sure you're ready for Saturday. Then I was thinking, alright, I'll be ready, whatnot. I didn't train for the whole week or nothing.
You didn't train leading up to your first league game?
No, I didn't train.
Eesh.
No, I'd be nervous.
I'd have been at home thinking, I got this.
I'd
like,
be
what this?
nervous.
I've got
Like
this.
even if I was Lex now, like I'll go and say, I'll tell him like, bro, I'm not gonna be involved. I just broke my nose. Like
Yeah.
I can't do nothing. He's like, he's telling me, listen, you're going to play, and when you come on, you're gonna have an impact in the game. I was like, fair enough. Then the squad list came out. So it said you're traveling on Friday. So I travelled now, got there. We had a meeting with Neil Warnock in the little room. Said, oh, I'm thinking about playing you for the last 30, 20 minutes of the game. But I wasn't thinking like I'm gonna come on. I didn't feel I was gonna come on. I was thinking, yeah, I'm gonna go on loan. This time I think I'm gonna go on loan again
Yeah.
and whatnot. When in the game, it was half time came, we were 1-0 down. when the gaffer said to me, "Oh, go warm up. You're gonna come on soon." So I'm warming up now. Like you get the.
You're getting
goosebumps.
nervous
I'm
for
getting-
him.
I'm getting nervous for bro.
I'm nervous.
coming on.
I'm nervous. Like it's on Sky Sports, everything. Like nervous and whatnot. When I get a call saying, "Oh, Isaiah or Izzy, come, you're coming on now." So putting on my gear and like putting on my mask. But I remember the gaffer the wise word he gave me was just enjoy it, play it like you're playing Saturday or Sunday league. Honestly, that's what he said to me. Then said, forget about the cameras, forget everything. Just go out there and show what you can do. First touch, when I went on the pitch, my first touch, you're a bit nervous when you go on the pitch. But after your first touch, your first pass, you feel comfortable.
Was it a good first touch?
Nah, it wasn't. it was them ones that you get pressed quickly. Yeah, you had the janky touch. You had the janky touch. And after that, I was like, right, cool, I'm in the game now. Then, happy enough to get the assist for the equaliser.
When did you get the assist? What time was it? Do you remember?
5 minutes after coming on.
Is it?
Yeah.
Do you know what? Yeah, it's mad. Like mentally, you take your first touch in your first senior debut league game. It's not good, but do you know what I mean? And then you bounce back, and you've only got 5 minutes later. You go and assist. But some people will break down after that first bad touch.
I'm gonna say something. Yeah, when we were at Tooting, if he had a bad first touch, the 45 minutes, we need to get him at half. The half time needs to come very soon. You know, yes. If the first thing you do is not working for you,
No. Okay.
bro, at Tooting, not now, obviously, because
Nah.
you're different now. When you were 4, you start playing like you wouldn't
But I
dribble
think
and that.
you say that because we had a lot of pressure at two, and
No, we did.
to get into the playoffs.
Do you remember the chats?
Yeah, to get in
If
the
you
playoffs
two
and
don't-
yeah.
Mad
I think there's
still.
a lot of pressure before me and Bassett, especially.
Wait, how old is you then?
20,
You're 20 at Tooting?
yeah,
How old are you now?
22.
Wow, I didn't
Still
actually
young.
realise that your pro career is it's in its very early stages. Damn. So what was it like working for Neil Warnock?
The funniest guy you'll meet in football.
Is it?
Is
The
it?
funniest.
So what you see in like real life is what you like.
Yeah, what you see in real life. On TV,
TV.
you see in change rooms, behind the scenes. And
Is
that.
it?
Yeah.
That's it.
There's certain things I want to say on camera, I don't want to say, but like, he's funny, man. Like, after that, his team talks at halftime, at the end of the game. Like, we'll lose a game. Like, I remember we played QB at home, we lost 3-2. Then, like, came in raging. But because he's so funny, you can't really take the team talk seriously. So, like, he was saying stuff like how we lost this game, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
But he was saying like in a funny way.
Yeah.
And if I look up, I look at him, I'll start laughing.
Yeah.
So I look my head down and I'm just like, I don't know. Like, but like, big shout out to him, man, for even giving me my chance.
Would you say that the type of coach that he is made you feel more comfortable in the environment of being like professional?
Yeah, 100%.
Because I feel like coaches like in the professional environment like have a big like input or like on the player that's playing for their first time. Because if you had a very serious coach, you wouldn't have felt like you could go out there and just express yourself. Do you know what I mean?
I think the thing is like nowadays, coaches like young players. But this like as a young player to play, yeah, you gotta play with no fear. If you play with fear, you're not gonna have the best game or show what you're really made of. So like he used to just give us like my manager was the best I've had. Like he used to tell us, look, find deals like like don't worry about what everyone says. Like I know what you have, what you can do. Show me what you can do, and like he just give you a lot of faith and encouragement.
So he would boost you to yourself, so you knew that you had the manager's backing no matter what.
So what's it like under Chris Wilder?
Nah, to be honest, it's good, man. I'm enjoying life. I remember his first week was like pre-season, man. Like just the running and whatnot. Cause like we were used to like man-to-man football with Neil Warnock. Like, when he came in, like he had his individual chats with everyone. Like I remember he came to my meeting was like to me, I've seen you play this season. I was at the Luton game and whatnot. I think you're a really very good player. I think we can elevate you more. Blah blah blah. And I'll see you playing wing back. when he said wing back, I was like, huh?
You heard Bassett.
Because I was playing wing when no one was in charge, and because I knew how Chris Wilder plays a 3-5-2, I was thinking, I thought, yeah, I'm finished here. Like I'm not gonna play or whatnot. He said, I'm gonna play wing back. Like, if you can involve your game in that position, I was like, I'll give it a try. We'll see how it goes. Then he's
But
first.
you're at Tooting, you're like, no, I'm not playing there.
Yeah.
No, he's like, I'm going to give it a go.
I give my best. Honestly, I can give my all.
It was different at Tooting though, because I was kind of big time. I'll be honest.
Kinda.
Not kind of.
No, I'll be honest, I was kind of big time at Tooting.
No, you were big time, bro. Proper still. I'll give you that.
Do you think Ashley would say that about you?
Definitely.
Yeah. And if like, I would say I was probably I was the laziest player in the team.
Have you seen him train?
But one of the best?
Yeah, 100%.
You seen him train?
No.
At Tooting, doesn't give a toss. He would tell me, yeah, Saturday's different. That's what he would tell me. I'd be like, Isaiah, I want to win in training. Bro's telling me, Saturday will win.
No, I understand it now. Like, in the pro environment, like, you train the way you play in it. Like, you got to train. Like, if you train, have a good week, you're going to have a good week. But before that, I never used to believe in that crap. Like, train the way you play.
Yeah.
Do you, like, if you look back here, do you think you had a bad attitude?
No, I wouldn't say I had a bad attitude. But it's just, when you're better, when you know you're better than some players, it's like, why am I going to try so hard like they do? One side, they don't produce what I do.
Big time.
It is, but at the same time.
But
it's
I'll
like,
be real. Tooting made him big time though. Because let me be real, like.
How did they make me big time now? Go on.
I've got you. Because like, they'll have, let me tell you, I don't even know if I can say that. I'm going to say it anyways, because, me in it. They'll have meetings with the team. Then they'll send the team, after the team meeting done, 5 minutes later, Isaiah, Bassett, come in the manager, we're going in there. You two, if you two don't perform, that's it, we're done. You two are going to get us playoffs.
Oh, okay, so you felt like you was carrying the team on your back.
No, not carrying. We was carrying.
No, it was mad.
Carrying.
Some of the team talk
But
was...
you just named all of these players that were there that were
No,
good.
but they were in and out of the team, that's what I'm saying. Because he was it was only like him and Razak at the time that was proper, like, and Sadie.
Yeah.
But Sadie went. He left and went Maidstone, do you remember?
Yeah.
So he went. So it was only like me and him when he like proper like was like in the team like completely every week. He was in it. That year, honestly, I genuinely think he was probably the best player at that level, even in non-league at the time.
I remember that chat we had there. We played Colliers Wood in the cup game, and we were both on the bench. Yeah, which I was kind of happy because the pitch was horrid.
Mad.
Horrid.
Colliers Wood's pitch is not
No,
nice.
it's better now.
It's not that bad
I
now.
went there
but
to talk to my friend. It was mad. There was hills, bumps, no grass.
I remember
He will tell
we
you.
were going for the warm up now, when Ash and Connie's like, "You two, hey, come here." I feel like, what have we done now? Like, we're going to warm up. He said, you two have been taking the piss and that. I was like, why? He said, we should be in the playoffs and you lot are messing about and that. I said, how are we messing about? He said, you're not winning games for us. So it starts from the back. Like, of course, that starts from the back. Like, if you ain't got a good back foot, like a solid foundation at the back, it's not gonna be hard for us to carry the team and get performances and wins. He's like, so what do you suggest in that? I was like, me and Bass looked at each other thinking, I think you just should change the formation, just accommodate both of us.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Is that what they done?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you lot are gaffers, players, you're just doing everything.
Yeah. Then from there, change formation to winning games.
I've never heard of that in my life.
Winning
Players are saying, just accommodate for me and everything will be alright.
No, but like, it was different though because like he played. Listen, let me tell you how mad it is. Yeah, he was playing on the opposite side of the pitch, but we linked up more than anyone else on the pitch.
Yeah, that's mad.
I would run with the ball across the other side of the pitch to give him the ball, and he would do the same this way. It was mad.
Like, I think that year we had like literally, I'll say more me, no, but that's it. I had more of a free roll than you.
100%. Only because I know why he had more of a free roll. He had more of a free roll because on the ball he's too ridiculous.
Give me the pockets is over.
Yeah, my thing is goals and assists. His thing is like on the ball, no one ain't talking to him. So like while he was on the ball doing the mad things and getting smashed out, no, genuinely, he used to get kicked. Like I used to feel sorry for him. I used to think, I'm so glad you're here. Because
I remember one game I came off in a stretcher.
Picked him up.
Is it?
Yeah.
Do you get that now, even at pro level?
I get kicked up, but not as bad as non-league though.
No.
Is it? You think non-leagues worse?
Like in the pro, like teams, like recently started targeting me, like double teaming and that. But like in the like non-league game, Like they'll double team you, but they'll
high tackles,
high
and
tackles or whatnot. Like
smash
rash
you late
challenges.
on purpose. No, like there was games where I thought like, I had to say to like ref, like you're actually letting him get smashed every time he touches the ball now. Like there's gonna be a point where like you're gonna let him get injured and then you're gonna book someone. Like why not just do it now for the first bad or the second bad tackle, so the players know what level you're gonna.
Yeah.
But they just let it go on, let it go on, let it go on. So yeah.
Do you think there's like a level of respect in the program where like it's like you're gonna make those tackles, but you're all professionals, so you're not gonna do the high ones. You're not gonna take it too far.
Yeah, no. I'll say yeah, no. Like recently, I got what game was it? We played Luton at home. I was getting targeted. I was getting kicked. Everything like kicked in my balls. Like before the ball comes, getting kneed in my arse cheek and that. Before the ball comes, trying to get dead leg and that. So I remember one time.
It's not even funny. It's not even funny because I know how that feels. I know how it feels. That's why I'm not laughing, because it's painful, and the referee don't even see it because he's watching. The referee is watching the ball travel before the ball's even traveled to you. The knee is here, and you can't go down because the referee ain't sitting. He's watching the ball. Like, let's say the centimeter's there. He's watching the ball. You've been kneed while the ball is still there. What now? What do you do?
But I'll say is that respect. When someone kicks you up so many times, it shows it's respect to you for being a danger that you are. Like, I remember we played Derby. They got a good player called Tom Lawrence. Yeah, I remember the gaffer saying, listen, any chance you just kick the shit out of him. Any chance you get to kick the shit out of him. And whatnot. Like, if the gaffer says you get a yellow card, you say, good. Yeah, well done. Like,
good kick,
yeah.
worth it.
So like this year I got 12 yellow cards.
You got 12 yellow cards?
Yeah.
What, from kicking players?
Kicking them. Same treatment I get, you get it back. Well, some mine are obvious, so that I'm going that. Yeah.
But you're letting them know that's what this.
I'm on, yeah.
Yeah. Get out early. Yeah. Did you do the early door one, like the first tackle? Yeah.
Not the first tackle. I'll say 67th minute when the game
building. Yeah, slow it down.
Yeah, slow it down.
Take this thing out of it.
What's like Premier League yellow card fine?
No championship.
Championship. Yellow card fine.
If we get yellow carded, we get that £10 taken out of your wage. But if you get red
£10.
Yeah.
£10.
It's the same fine all the way around, just to let you know.
But
I just didn't know that. That's
no,
why
but
I'm
the
asking.
club itself can fine you after.
But if you get red carded, it's like straight red. Well, I don't know how other teams work. Our one is a week's wage gone.
Rough. That's a club fine then.
That's what I'm saying.
Club fine, yeah.
So the club don't fine you for yellows?
They do, £10. The yellow card's £10, but if you get a red card, straight red card.
What happened if 2 yellows? 20.
No, still get a
week.
Yeah.
A week's wages, that's rough.
You go think, if you get straight red, you miss 3 games.
Oh,
but 2 yellow cards is 1 game, but it still works the same.
Oh, and you're letting down your team as well, so it's only right that you get a week's fine, to be fair.
Do you think that's harsh?
No, I don't.
Do you think that's harsh? Like a week's is harsh?
No, I don't.
Yeah, but this is big bread. That's coming out of your...
but
you're not getting, bro.
But you shouldn't be getting red carded though.
Yeah, but it happens though.
No, but if you know you're gonna make a tackle that's a red card, yeah. I always think to myself, yeah, this is my thought process on a red card, yeah. I always think to myself, if I take this red card now, yeah, I can't affect the game for the rest of the game.
I feel like that at Tooting, I got red carded.
Yeah.
It was a big game. Played Marlow away. I scored a solo goal, like a 6 solo goal.
Mad thing.
I don't know what it was.
Red.
Yep.
Yeah, my head just, I don't know. I just turned violent for 2 minutes.
I see. Did you get booked twice in 2 minutes?
No, I think
you got straight red.
Straight red. Like the referee blew the whistle. They carried on, but I didn't hear the whistle. So I went 2 foot, cleaned him.
I remember, and he was turning.
Yeah.
Opposite way. No, I remember that. Still, I remember that. But that's just my thought process on a red card. Like, if you think that like you have to take a red card in the game, yeah. Like, I just don't feel like you think that your ability can bring back the game.
Have you not got? I never got red.
Yeah, I got 3 red cards.
What's for that? For what you're saying, basically.
No, but in that game, I wanted to come off. So the game he's talking about, when I played, got sent off in the 5th game of the season.
You wanted to come off.
I had Quincy Rowe behind me.
I big them up though. Don't diss them though.
That's my brother. Don't do all of that. Don't do all of that. Because if you were there, you would have got a red card in the first 15. Quincy Rowe was behind me, telling me. He's disagreeing basically with what the management are saying in it, but I have to listen to my player on the pitch. And it got to a point where it's like, I'm not doing this anymore because I'm trying to listen to you, but I'm not getting nowhere near. Their left wing back had, I think, 25 goals halfway through the season.
Oof.
and he's letting it go into him, and he's just spinning it round the corner. I can't even get near him.
No, but that team we played was special. Though.
Hazelden.
Special team.
No, but bro, in it, if I just went higher earlier, I could at least affect that first ball. Quincy had me tucked in with him with the thing.
It's understandable though, bro.
No, it's not.
When you're getting bopped off the pitch.
But we were getting bopped because we couldn't press it.
Yes, you just stay in your shape, man. Stay compact.
We stayed compact and it went over Quincy's head.
It happens though, man.
That's what I'm saying. So second half, I came out. Quincy won a header. It was bouncing. I said, You know I don't even like tackling. You know.
Well, you know what's funny? He won the ball in it, but it was a dangerous challenge.
No, but I was angry. I was heated at the time. Heated. Like I was mad. 2 foot. My back was on the floor. Leg was up. But I got the ball though. But it was a red.
It's dangerous.
No, it was dangerous.
It's dangerous.
100%.
Have you had reds since being a pro?
No,
Oh, just yellows.
just yellows.
12 of them.
So it's just you, mate.
Me.
That's had a red.
His
I've
red
never
card
had
is
a
worse
red,
than
so-
all of my red cards put together.
He just said he hasn't got a red since.
No,
he's
I'm
been
talking
pro.
about when was that too? And his red card was the worst red card I've seen.
Oh.
Worse than mine. It was worse than
You've
mine.
had 3 of them though.
The first one was a mad thing, by the way. The ball, someone has thrown the ball to me. I've controlled it in the air, like plucked it out the sky. The player's held his chest.
Thought to keep that one in.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Plucked it out of the sky. My foot is high, innit? But I've brought the ball down. He's held his face.
Oh, to your foot.
No, he's held his face. Then he's held his chest. And then he showed the ref this. But by the time he's done this one, I've got the red card already.
Oh, damn. He's played for it.
Yeah, Hendon away.
Damn.
I remember it.
Well,
Sent off.
I
Was you
can't
there then?
relate, mate.
No.
Oh, that was the season before you came, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've never had
Sent
a
off.
red.
I was playing right wing back again.
For God's sake.
Oh,
This position is not it for you.
You wanted to play me the other day as well. You were mad.
Yeah, because because you've got a good engine. Look at the squad.
I
We can't
think-
even talk. We're not talking
I
about that
honestly
game.
think you'll make a good right wing back.
Do not talk about it.
You'll make a good right wing back.
That's what. Thank you.
I think you
Bro,
will, man.
because you're fit. You can
No,
get
but
up
he's
and
better
down.
at right wing back than me. That's why I told him to play there.
Okay,
No, I'm
I
not
hear
better than
that.
you, bro. I've just learnt the position.
That's why you're a pro and I'm not, because you're better at right wing back.
No, it's not that. I've
You
learnt
learned
the position.
He was always a right wing. He can play the whole of the wing.
the whole of the
The
wing.
whole of the wing by himself. He's a dribbler. I'm not on dribbling too much. I want to link. He actually likes dribbling. Who marks the wing
You can
back?
dribble sometimes.
Who marks the wing back? No one knows. Is it the fullback? Is it the winger? If you stand in
Fullback.
between, so who?
Sometimes.
So sometimes. So if you stand in between
Depends
them,
on formation you're playing.
that's what I'm
isn't it?
saying. It's peak. Unless they have a wing back, the wing back is free. He's dead the
Yeah.
outlet, and his strength is dribbling with the ball and taking people on.
Yeah, you're kind of done for.
My,
Yeah.
not my
If you tell
strength.
your left back to mark your right, you can't really.
You can't
You're
do
too
that.
far out. You've stretched.
You're gonna bring your wing back, your left back, all the way to Isaiah near the halfway line to let him dribble at you. Come on,
Yeah, it's long.
you're not doing that.
Well, I don't want to talk about it.
What?
Nothing, man.
No, talk about it.
No, it's gone, man.
No, I can play right wing back. I
I know
play.
you can.
I can play wing back now.
Yeah, now because you're fit now.
I was always fit. I've always been.
No, I'm
one
just
of the
saying that
fittest
you're
on my team.
fit. You could play that position. You're
But-
a smarter player.
I'm smarter now, but I just used to have head loss. Even when I played wing back, I think I remember when I scored 2 goals and I was still mad. I was
You're
top goal
a
scorer at
princess,
wing back
I'm
and I was
Just a
still mad.
selfish player, man.
I was top
a
goal scorer.
princess.
I was top goal scorer at wing back and I was still mad. They said, "Why don't you like it?" I said, "No,
Yeah, but now look.
I don't play wing back."
Now you're playing
Good for your
striker,
development.
wing back, 10, cam.
That's it.
You might as well go
It's
DM
good
and
for, it's
keep
good
it
for your
next.
mental development, bro.
Yeah, I heard that still.
Good for your mental development. You see that?
And I got red cards there, so it didn't really help me, did it?
It did now.
Now it helped me now. Okay, like I get it now.
But you didn't get it at the
I
time.
didn't get it then. And yeah, can play 8, 10, left wing, right wing,
I'm
striker.
sure you can.
Hey,
I played 8.
Jesus Christ. I thought it was finished, man.
Don't do that. When I played against the wall 8, you were telling me I had the best game. You see me play.
No, I hear that.
All right, cool.
I'm not
So
laughing.
Don't
at
laugh
you.
then. Don't laugh.
I'm not
Don't
laughing
laugh.
at you. Don't try and at us though.
Us.
It's not that.
No, it's not. Even not for the wall. I'm saying like that's the best game you said that you've seen me
that,
play.
that was a dope speech that she gave before the game.
You watched it.
Yeah.
Heartfelt.
They beat you though.
Had to really pull on their
You
heartstrings.
see your mic.
She says that. Listen. Let me tell you something for free. Yeah, whenever they pull off a win that they shouldn't have won, had to pull on their heartstrings every time. Heartstrings.
Sometimes you got to emotionally get to
Heartstrings.
these man. That's it.
All I remember is Win just slapping the top bins, anyways. But
That's good. All I remember was the win and the draw.
I don't even remember that. But I don't
There we
remember that.
go. So, Isaiah, you've gone on to win Championship Player of the Month, Middlesbrough Players Player of the Year, Young Player of the Year. That's a big
Three,
CV,
smashed
by
on.
the way. That's a big.
It's been a good year, man. I'll say to win that championship player of the month it showed how well I've been doing in the position I was learning as a wing back in the first 3 months. I think that December month to January was like I'm a pro, like a proper pro. Even though I haven't played 100 games, I feel like I'm a vital member of the team now. And I just trying to show the output with assists and goals. And
You played 100 games?
No.
Oh.
But I was saying that I want to reach that so I can say I'm officially a proper pro.
Is that like an unwritten rule? You can't say you're a pro until you played 100 games?
That's what the pros say.
No, you can say that, but like, so I can have like 50 games played pro when you can end up in like conference like that. I'd rather just say I played 100 games in the champ and I'm an established champ player.
It's like you're cemented in the
cemented
league now.
in the league now.
Right, okay. So how do you like, when it comes to like...
Now, can I ask you a question first?
No, go on.
What was you most surprised about of all of those awards? And what one after you answered, I got another question.
Players, player?
Because it was your people around you that actually...
Yeah.
Oh, they, like your
Teammates
actually rate you?
Yeah, they
Nah, I hear
voted
that.
me, yeah.
Okay, so that was the one that you felt like you were most surprised by. Which one felt the most rewarding for you?
Championship player of the month.
Is it? How did you feel? How did they tell you that you're gonna be? Like, did they tell you before? Or they just announced it.
So like there's on like EFL and that they say like you get 4 people to get nominated. It was me, a left back at Huddersfield called Harry Toffolo, he's a good defender. Can't remember the other two. Can't remember the other two now. Then I remember I was in bed and I woke I see I've been nominated. Me and my gaffer have been nominated for like manager of the month and player of the month. I was thinking like I actually have a chance. Like I've had a good month. Like 3 assists, 1 goal in 4 games. Like what more can you ask for? And we was on like an 8 game winning run at the time. I figured I've got a chance, but I've been in that position before, being bumped, shagged, or whatnot. I figured I ain't gonna think much of it. Woke up next morning, about 9:30, 10. I see 1,000 notifications, like Twitter, Instagram, Snap, WhatsApp, everything all together. So what's going on? They said, you won championship player of the month, blah blah blah. And we was in at like 1 o'clock or something on this day. I was like, I'm gonna take a picture, so I'm gonna go get a trim.
Went to London to get trim?
No, I was at Borough.
Oh, that Newcastle, you went to get trim?
Yeah, I went to Newcastle to get a trim.
You told me still.
When the get a trim came back, when they produced me, they gave me an award, I spoke about like how it made me feel and that.
How did it make you feel?
I was happy, man. It just shows how where I've come from non-league 3 seasons ago to now. Accepting this award shows the progression I've made in this quick transition into the pro game.
Definitely.
Don't it feel like a bit surreal? It's just like, in a way, it's like...
It's actually like that. If you
For
think about
us, I'm sitting there thinking like, okay, cool. Because obviously you're from the ends and whatever, it feels like we're just talking to another guy from the ends. But at the same time, like, you're a pro footballer now.
Don't take him Middlesbrough, you know. They'll sing a song when they see him.
This is what I'm saying. So
got
it's like,
chance on that.
doesn't it feel like a bit like raw? 2-3 seasons ago, I was just in the ends, like tooting.
No, 100%, because like when like everyone dreams to be a pro, and like as you said, have people like chant your name
What's
in the
your chant?
stands. I'm not singing that right now.
Why? Why? You know your chart, bro. What is it? Just say it.
I don't want to sing my chant.
Well, what is it though? I don't know.
I thought to bring it up on YouTube.
Bring it up on YouTube.
You can do that.
Yeah,
What
try
is the
and find
chant?
it.
You will find it. They didn't you know they're in the whole stand singing his song.
Is it?
Yeah.
Like when you hear stuff like that, like even on the pitch, like
Do you hear it on the pitch?
Yeah, I hear it on the pitch, but you're just trying to block it out.
Don't it like motivate you like rah, like, they rate me.
Like if I had like, I remember the first time hearing it, right? We played Swansea and I scored. I was like, I just hear my name in the crowd and that. Like even when I beat a player, I cross the ball in and we get a corner, they start singing it. Like it motivates. Like cool. Let's keep going.
Alright, clip it.
I
Put the chart in.
actually just
Clip it,
just
put the chart
typed in Isaiah Jones
And
and
the
it
chart
came
came
up
up.
Middlesbrough song.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
they're
with the
screaming it.
fans.
They scream it. Type in name on Google, it's mad.
So, how do you still kind of keep aiming? Do you know what I mean? Like, what's the next objective if you've done all of this? I guess it's the 100
Like,
games.
do you like
isn't it,
set
probably?
yourself goals like individually? Like for the season, I want to do this. I want to have this
So
many
next
assists, this many
season,
goals.
I want to aim for at least 10 goals. Or I'll say 8 to 10 goals. About like 12 to 15 assists.
How many assists you get this season?
9. But if you add, 'cause I don't like the way they do this. They don't add own goals.
Oh, so when you're crossing it in.
Yeah. So
If
if
you
you
add
add own goals, 15.
Ooh.
What? So that's what?
So
So better deflections.
yeah,
So see when you
So-
say to your winger, flash it low.
yeah.
That one.
So without own goals, I've got 9. With own goals, about 14, 15. Yeah.
That's 6 still. That's proper in the championship. That's
Yeah,
mad.
that's good stats still, I'm not going to lie.
That's mad.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm
So-
not surprised you got a chant.
So, statement reactions, yeah? If Premier League clubs were not aware of Jones before this season's FA Cup, they most certainly will be now. Jones's display against each of United, Spurs and Chelsea were indicators that his talent belongs at a higher level than the second tier. What's your thoughts on that?
First of all, do you agree with it?
Of course I agree. I believe in my own ability,
Okay.
but it's just you got to show it consistently. You know,
And what do you think that other people think that is true? That you should be playing higher?
like everyone says I should be playing higher. People say I should leave Barra and that. I'm like, no, like, I enjoy it here.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm improving as a player every day. That's what you train for, to improve on your weaknesses.
So when you first hear those type, like today, the first time you heard that statement, isn't it? Probably. Obviously you've heard it from individual
No, I've
people, but
heard
like
that,
as
yeah.
like a group, a collective, when a collective people are saying this to you, does it not make you feel like more belief in yourself, like to express yourself even more?
You know, 100%. But at the same time, you got to stay humble with it.
And how do you stay humble?
Just don't let it get to your head.
But how? What do you do to stay humble? Like it's easy to
Just
say
work
like
hard,
stay
like, it's-
humble.
Like it's nice to hear people say like you can have like the buzz of it for a couple of days,
Mm-hmm.
then you get reaction. I'm back to work now.
Okay.
Let's carry on and improve.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what? I've got like a side question, yeah? When you now that you are pro, and obviously you've still got friends or people that you know that are like in and around non-league or like wherever they're playing basically, yeah? Do you ever hear them say stuff or do stuff and you think, bruv, you're never going to make it pro if you carry on doing that?
Yeah.
That's not a mad question. Is that a mad question? What's the face for? Is that a mad question?
Don't speak about me.
No.
I'm not using you as an example.
No, but
I'm
I'm
just
right
saying.
here though.
I'm just saying.
I think only me and Razak are the only ones left.
No, but you must, even if you're not like direct friends, I'm saying that you're still on the ground to London, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
You're still going
yeah.
to hear stuff that's going on. So it's like, do you ever think, right, you know what I mean, you are good, but bruv, if you're going to do that, you're not going to make it pro. Because I'm actually pro now and I know what it takes.
Yeah. I try to give people advice. Like I was our good friend Dom. Like I think this guy I'm talking about right now, he should be pro. He should be pro 5 years ago. Like he has the fakest ability, but his attitude stinks. Like
Yeah, but don't you think yours did as well, though?
Different levels.
yeah,
Did you get what I'm saying?
yeah, but I just think like you can't have the best of both worlds. Like you can't like you can have a shit attitude, but you can be good at football. You gotta try like compromise and try to get them both on at the right level. So I'll say if you got shit attitude, then you just gotta find a way to fix it if you want to get to the pro environment, because gaffers, like managers in the pro environment, won't tolerate it whatsoever.
Do you think that was like, even though obviously you admitted that like you had a bad attitude at non-league, but then when you've come to the pro environment now and they're talking to you about your trousers now, you're just like, alright, cool, I'm just gonna
Yeah,
suck
reality
this
check.
one up.
Like you're actually in. You would say you're in the system, or not really in the system. Like, but you're there, you're in the environment now. You gotta take a chance while you're there.
Once you got
If
your
not,
foot in the door.
yeah. Like you don't want to go into a pro environment, then go back to non-league.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing.
Yeah, we were saying like earlier, innit, that it's not always like signing the deal, innit? That's the signing the deal bit is easy. It's maintaining or staying in the program. That's what's hard. People just go up and then just end up coming back down. It's mad.
But do you know what I feel like in life though, in general, like this is like in general completely. Like I just feel like in life you need to have balance.
Yeah,
You can't
100%.
you can't expect to have positive outcomes if your actual attitude towards life is shit.
Yeah.
No, it's just that's the fact that if you have shit attitude and then you expect to have good outcomes, it's a bit weird. Like obviously I wouldn't say he didn't even have, like he says he has a bad, his attitude wasn't bad. It just wasn't where it needed to be. So he could managers can see it and they can alright, cool, we can get this out of you. There's some players that like that their attitude is so bad. It's like I don't see a way you can turn this around. And that's where the problem is. When managers look at you and they think, there's no way I can see you turning this around. Like, your ability can't save you from that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's based on luck, though, man.
Football is
Do you think it is a little bit of luck?
Yeah, I can name a handful of players that should be pro, but they're playing conference prem now, but they shouldn't be playing. They should be a League One championship. But football is just based on luck, man. I think so.
They just haven't had their chance. Haven't had someone look at them or whatever.
I think if you had like 10 people from South London or East, whatnot, they go up to like North East, like Borough, Newcastle, whatnot, they'll get in.
Yeah, that's a bit mad. So
I got a question.
Go on.
Question. Do you feel like there's more ballers in London than there is everywhere else?
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Do you think it's like a different style of play to everyone else? That's why they seem so attractive to clubs.
I'll say, you see the pro environment now. They're looking like, especially Borough. They're looking for more boys in the London area base or teams are now, because all the talents in London, South London, East London. Because we're street ballers. We're something different.
The cage.
Like even when I went on loan a couple of times, like people are just robots.
Yeah. We spoke about this in the last episode.
Yeah, we did.
Robots.
Yeah.
Like nowadays teams are looking for that like X factor, like
A little bit of flair.
flair and whatnot. Like, I think back in the day, teams wasn't really looking at like that.
Yeah, I hear you.
Because like, I remember you can go to a trial, do all this step over with beat man.
Yeah, nah.
But
you didn't cross it in.
yeah,
well.
you didn't cross it in. Whatnot.
They on the ground. They wanted David Beckham's at one point. They wanted someone who can get down like mid yard and cross it.
But nowadays teams are looking for like street ballers from London and whatnot, man.
Do you know what I feel like it is a bit to do with as well? Yeah, like I would say, I don't know if people might not agree with me or not, but I don't care. I would say this, yeah, like London ballers are the closest things that you're gonna get to like Brazilians in a cage.
100%.
Yeah, I agree.
So and people always look at like Brazilian players in the league because they know that after you get to a certain point in Brazil, you need to move on. It's the same thing. I would say the same thing as London. Like we have that same environment. We're in a cage, concrete, doing skill, dropping, cutting your knee. You need to. There's no like you can't be a baby.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like you're instilled to be hard enough to take the kicks and take the knocks.
Yeah.
And that's what you need going forward. So I feel like Brazil, like the people from Brazil and people from London have that same bit about them.
Yeah, they do, and that ability to play in tight spaces.
Yeah, like one-on-ones and that.
Yeah, 100%.
One-on-ones now are so important that it's unreal. Because before it's like, I feel like it was so like systematic. Like obviously still like at the top like Man City and Barcelona, systematic, yeah. But like in low like Championship, even the lower teams in the Prem, they always need a player that's gonna say, do you know what? I'm going to do this for the team. I'm going to beat my man. I'm going to make this happen. And I feel like
You're right, but you need the right system to make that player flourish.
100%. Systems are important. I'm not saying that. But once you're in that system, in that position, let's say you get one-on-one with your defender. If you just turn out and pass it back every time because you want to be safe and keep the ball, you're not going to get your assists.
Yeah.
You're not going to get the own goals from crossing it. And you're not going to get that. So doing that is what puts you in a different position to the other people that are the fear factor.
Yeah.
You have to break your fear factor to get that, as you said.
I think someone's got to take a risk on you though. 100%. I'm not gonna lie, because I think like just before we come here, like I just come from the academy.
What academy?
Why are we doing this?
Oh, sorry. I just wanted to know. You said academy. I didn't know what you were talking
I
about.
work at Millwall.
Oh, sorry.
The most hostile ground to play at. Jesus Christ.
Is it?
Millwall.
Yeah, I don't work in the men's environment, by the way. I manage the girls' academy, but
Are you the top?
academy manager.
Oh,
Yeah.
final say.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
So the point that I was making, was there's an Asian girl there now, flary. You can tell she was a cage player, but athletically like poor, So we're now like, well, not me, but the two coaches, like the manager and assistant, are in like, they're kind of debating about whether we should sign her or not, because it's like
For the first
she's. No, for her age group,
Okay,
16s.
Yeah.
So it's like, do we sign her based on just her flair? However, athletically, we think that she's gonna struggle, because we don't feel like, obviously the rest of the girls that are retained and stuff, they're athletically so far ahead of her. But my say on it, well, actually, I just pulled rank in the end, to be honest. So I just pulled rank, because I think that she provides something that a lot of players don't, and she's willing to do stuff and try stuff that other players won't. So I think that, if a player from Essex, let's say, is just a different player from London.
100%.
Do you know what I mean? They're two different players. So, the Essex players will give you the nitty gritty, the dirty work, basically. But the London players are going to They're gonna try a step over. They're gonna try a drop off the shoulder. They're gonna try a 360 turn or a rainbow flick or whatever. They're gonna try it. And sometimes I think you can't coach that out of players.
I don't think you can coach it into players.
Sometimes you can't. It's just it's bravery to
I don't
even
think
to
you
even
can
try
coach
that.
into players. Like if you don't have it, you just don't have it.
Don't have it.
Like genuinely, that's
You can
the
probably
truth.
teach a step over. But
But that's one star skill in FIFA.
that's what I'm saying.
One step and go.
That's what I'm saying. That's all you can teach. The rest of
Yeah,
it
that's
is
what I'm
like,
saying.
yeah, it's cage. So,
But
okay.
wait, but do you feel like now that you're in the pro environment, do you feel like managers look more at like the athleticism of a player or like the ability on the ball as a player?
It all depends who your gaffer is, man, and the style of play. Honestly, because in a 3-5-2, you gotta walk about like as a wing back, you gotta run up and down constantly for 90 minutes. But if you play for like a Swansea, that keep ball and that, just about technical ability.
Okay.
But for me, it depends on the coach and playing style.
So would you say that one of the most important things for players that like, are trying to go into the pro game is that they go to the right system of a manager rather than just saying this is a pro deal, I'm going to go and sign for it, even though they know that that's not their style of play?
Yeah.
You'd think so?
Yeah.
Okay, I've heard this one actually. The higher you go in the football pyramid, the more time you get on the ball. Is that true or false?
Ooh. In the champ, no.
No, you don't get as much time.
You
on the
don't
ball.
get a lot of time on the
more
ball.
time than Bamstead. Bamstead was mad. You don't even know.
We'll talk about that game in a minute. But in the champ, I don't think you get time on the ball. But you don't get like a lot of time. I think you get more time in the Prem than you get in the champ.
Yeah.
Oh, do you think?
Then that's high, as you said, the pyramid higher in it, so it makes sense.
'Cause in the champ, it's actually a doghouse.
Yeah, that's
You
why
play
they say it's
46
harder.
games in the season, right? And like every game is different. So sometimes you have like possession of the ball, but there's some games it's like a doghouse. Just tackles everywhere, whatnot. Like, but I agree with your point in saying like how you get more time on the ball. I say that's more in the Premier League though. Championship, not really, in my opinion.
Do you think footballers are paid too much too soon?
Yeah.
Can I say no?
Yes and no.
You can say no.
Can I say no that I don't think they do?
Yes and no. I'll say yes and no.
Why yes and why no?
I want to know why you would say no.
I will say after him.
Okay.
This is about him. Special guest.
Because no is because like not everyone's gonna make it to football like that. There's a 2% chance to become pro. But yes is like there's, for example, there's bare Chelsea ballers, 23 players on like 10 grand a week. But are they gonna make it to Chelsea first team? And you just go and, like, if you get 10k a week, you're enjoying life.
James.
Every Saturday you're out. Tape London.
But sorry, but
Libertine.
what you just said though,
Rain, you know, like.
we're talking Lampard season, that kind of
Nathan
time
Ake.
when they didn't have any, they couldn't make any transfers. That was probably a blessing in disguise to Chelsea, to be honest.
Tammy Abraham. Should I continue with the names at Chelsea? No, but I get your point.
I'm
yeah,
just saying.
I fully get his point.
What,
yeah.
hold on, what did you do with your first wage? What did you do with
He
your
knows
first
I know the
wage?
answer. That's why he's laughing.
Oh shit, I FaceTimed you that day, innit?
Yep.
I can't remember. What was it? I actually can't remember. Honestly, I can't remember.
He gave money to his mom.
Oh yeah, 100%.
He gave money to.
You gave money to your mum.
He gave
Okay,
money to
that's
his
good.
mom, and he said, "Bro, I went out and I saw these trainers. I needed them." He said, "Overpriced, but I had to treat myself." He said the first month he treated himself.
He
That's
treated
what he
himself,
said.
yeah.
Yeah, I think you should though, man.
Yeah,
Your first
100%.
wage in pro environment.
Yeah.
Treat yourself, man. Treat your mumsy and that.
Yeah, he did.
Second wage, just treat yourself again, but just be.
Settle down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question? I'm actually curious about this. Like, because you're at a pro environment, like, do you have like people that are there that are telling you like what you should do with your money, or like where you could invest your money into,
Like,
instead of like spending it in cake?
everyone in our team has financial advisors. I've got one.
Yeah.
Like, I
Did
think-
someone tell you to get that?
Yeah.
Okay, good advice.
Like, get a financial advisor because let's say you sign for a team, you're on 10k a week.
Yeah.
We got no financial advisor.
Yeah.
You're finished.
100%.
I always said if I come into a big amount of money like randomly, I'm going to go to Jamaica for like 2 weeks and sit down and think about what I'm going to do.
Yeah, that's
I
why you
think
need to
that's
chill.
good
No, man.
No,
No,
I can't be in London because I'll spank my money. So I'm going to go to Jamaica, I'm going to chill,
Middlesbrough,
and I'm going to think about it, or I'm going to link your financial advisor.
I think everyone should have a financial advisor nowadays. Because as you said, we do get paid too much, but even when you get paid too much, you still spend your money on dumb things.
What do you think you spend your money on dumb things?
I think I spend my money wisely. I don't go out every month. Like if I go clubbing for like an occasion, like my boy's birthday, or a couple of times I'm after game thinking, like if you win like 3-4-0, say to the man, yo, we're going out today, yeah. Like we go out, but I'll say I like to save money just because I know where I came from.
Yeah.
So the goal is I think it's like everyone will go from you leave the ends, move your mum from the hood, the ends. That's the first goal I think. If you come from like Peckham or South London, first thing you should do.
Is that the first goal that you wanted to do?
Yeah.
Get my mum out.
Yeah.
Once again, it comes back to balance. Sometimes spending your money and enjoying yourself, sometimes saving it. But the reason why I said no, is because people don't get, like, if you were 2% in anything in the world, you'd be paid the most. In any job, if you're the CEO, you're 2% basically. I don't know.
Yeah,
but you're
I
the
get
top.
what you're saying.
You are the elite of the elite in any job role you do. If you are the 2% of the best, you're going to get ridiculous amount of money. And people forget this about footballers all the time. They are in the 2%. They are the elite of the elite.
Do you know what I think? What constitutes the wages? I get the 2% thing. That makes complete sense, yeah. But for me, I don't think that people actually remember the stuff that footballers have to give up.
That's what
so
I
like
was
they
gonna
don't have Christmas.
Nope.
They don't have
Boxing Day.
New Year's.
Boxing
Day. There's bare stuff that you miss, you know. So it's like I think if you've got kids or whatever, and you've got a game on Boxing Day, so you can't actually be with your family on Christmas Day, or what if you're away somewhere far and you don't get to see them? I think like that's a big sacrifice that you're making.
That's what I tell my boys. They always call me saying, "Oh, I wish I was a pro footballer." I said, "Bro, there's a lot of sacrifice you gotta make, you know." As you said, no Christmas, Boxing Day, you got a game.
Yeah.
So you can't really eat a lot on Christmas, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't enjoy Christmas dinner.
Can't really
and
be with your
like that.
family either. If you're far away, you can't.
Do you see your family on Christmas?
No. So the last 3 Christmases I've been alone.
Oh.
Is it you've been on your own?
On my own.
Why?
Because
Lockdown.
Boxing Day game.
so 2 of them were locked down.
Yeah, but alone.
And
You might be with your team.
the Christmas just gone. My mum was gonna come up.
Your mum didn't come up.
No, because I caught COVID the day before Christmas Day.
Yeah, that's right.
So you was alone.
I was alone, so I was like, let me just cook something. Made mac and cheese and that and whatnot.
So you can cook.
Of course, bro.
But people don't see the sacrifices. It's in most things. Like people don't see the hard work. Like everyone's seen the iceberg. Like, they just see the tip of it. They don't see all the
Like
things.
even
below the
holidays,
water.
like now, like we're off now, but we go back in 16th of June.
What's that?
The 16th of June.
Yeah.
You've got 2 weeks,
Yeah.
3 weeks, 4. What?
Yeah, it's mad. It's
You've
mad.
got 3 weeks off.
Yeah.
So any fun you want to have, you've got to have in 3 weeks.
So, yeah, basically, yeah. But you still got to train and go back, because when you go back, it's just testing, fitness testing, blood samples, everything.
So you can't do
Really
you can't
mad
be
thing.
out there doing the
You
most.
can't be doing the most. And like they like before you leave, they check your fat, everything. So when you go back, you gotta reach like a certain fat. If you don't reach it, you get fined.
Is it? So if you've been doing the beer belly thing, they're
Yeah,
gonna
you're
find out.
finished. Yeah.
Yeah, but then what's
I
the
remember
fine?
one
Can you disclose
time-
that? Can you say that? What the fine is?
He ain't been finding it. You don't know.
No, I've never been fined, but I remember one time, I got fined like 1,500. I think I can't remember what day it was. We had a game. No, we had like a week off or a couple of days off. So I was like having a couple of drinks and that. But it was a piss test. But it was a random piss test. Like you don't know. It's a random piss test. And everything is dark yellow. Finished. And yeah, so I come in at 10:30. Like, come in at 10:30. Like they won't tell you the piss test. Like, oh, you got this medical thing to do at 10:30. Like cool, come in. I think I was gonna fill in some forms or whatnot.
Yeah.
Come in. They gave me this tube. Like here you go. What's this for? They said go piss. I said, what do you mean say go piss? Oh yeah, everyone's taking everyone's piss
What do
today.
you mean go piss?
And like, I could go piss. I had to drink a big bottle of water.
Tried to help it with the
Don't
water.
help it.
Go. No.
But when you get pissed, someone's like escorting you to the toilet.
So they see.
So you can't cheat and put water in it or whatnot.
Yeah.
So like you're pissing, but the door's wide open and he's behind you, literally behind you. So like you can't face this way. Like no, I need to see. So you got to turn this way while you're pissing and he can see your
You're going into the.
yeah. See what you put in
No
the tube.
dignity, none.
None.
Eesh.
Then my thing was dark yellow. Dark yellow. They're like, oh, I think when the medical staff saying, oh yeah, you're getting fined £1,500. I was like, that's a lot of money, you know. Like, I don't want to be giving that out to find like where's the money going to in that? You know where the money goes to?
Where?
Their nights out, the staff nights out.
The staff night out.
But I'm telling you, after every game, the staff in the bar using our money with drinks.
To make their piss start
Yeah, but they ain't playing though. They can be start yellow every day of the week. Aye.
That's a liberty. So, okay. Do you believe, that stats alone can represent how good a player is? Or do you think you can look at a player just on eye test alone and see past the poor stats?
I know why the guy's smiling. But in this world of football we live in, you're gonna have to put stats on the board to get a move and whatnot. But for me personally, it's eye test.
Sorry, wait, just pause. Just run that one by me again. In order for you to what? Just say it, please.
Get a move.
Then you need to have what?
Stats on the board.
Could we just discuss the advice that was given to you at the beginning of the season, please, Bass?
I've been any season I've played for the last 5 years, I've scored 20 goals, so it don't count.
Wow.
That's
What was your
big.
stats this season?
23 goals, 16 assists.
Oh.
Try.
No,
Damn.
but- Come on.
Are you gonna
What?
any homage or not? No, we're not gonna.
Did you want to picture me?
Wow.
Did you come watch
You
me?
would have been at anyway. We don't know you would have been at some mess over there earning good money, but you would have been at a mess who's going long. That's where you would have been.
Okay, cool.
And you wouldn't have got.
Sean
the
was
stats
my
that you've got.
advisor, my agent.
But you know what it is though, yeah? How you say stats get you moved.
I'm not even talking. Wait, bro.
I've got to finish.
Yeah, finish. Let me finish, bro. Sean was my agent, my advisor. She told me, Danny, just go to the league above, play good football. He said to go league down
Yeah, I did.
and enjoy your football and have fun.
And get the stats up.
And I did,
And then now, how many phone calls have you got approximately?
from the same league. If
Don't lie.
If anyone's watching this, National League Prem, only
Free agent.
shout. I can't say free agent because I got to meet the gaffer on Wednesday.
Oh, right, okay.
Not free agent, but new challenges and all.
New challenges, Sorry, go on, what was you going to say?
He said stats. Needs
No,
to,
like stats, like I think it's stats, but you say the year I left Tooting, the season after you got 22 goals, 20 assists.
24 goals, 22 assists.
Okay,
Wow.
sorry, but it's a big time.
I'm just, if you're going to say my stats, you got to say it right.
But I think like stats nowadays, yes, you gotta get moves of stats. But for me, it's eye test, man.
He's
For you, it's eye test.
He's an eye
for me, it's
player.
eye test.
Because there's some, as we were saying, the thing
Like,
like,
cause he'll say I got my move by default.
no, don't do that.
What, because your stats weren't good?
Yeah.
No. We're not going to do that live on camera. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Cause I remember when I first signed, I came back. We done that group picture thing with all of us leaving,
Yeah.
But you went back because you had to. I know the reason why, but.
I'm doing the... Say no more.
So I remember you saying to me, how did you get a move? You got 9 goals, 6 assists. That's what we kept
Is
saying.
that what you
to
said
him.
to him?
No, he got 10 goals. I don't want to say 9. He reached double figures.
Or was it 10?
Yeah,
I thought it was 9.
it was 10. He got 10 on the last game. That was when you got sent off, I think. No, it wasn't.
No.
That was your 9th goal. And he scored the 10th one. I never said to him that, I feel like you shouldn't have got moved because of your stats. I said to him that it's just mad that, like, it was basically like, me and him, basically, I'm stats, he's I. That's it. that's the bonus of it, isn't it?
That's
Like,
why I say personally, I think it's eye test.
that's why he's doing that one. Because on the ball, you can't teach what he does. That's what I've been saying the whole time. You can't bring someone, even if you look at his stats, like even what you see him do on the pitch, it still doesn't show like his stats. Do you know what I mean? But for me, I've based my whole game on like end product. Do you know what I mean? That's what I think is what's beneficial for me.
Yeah.
But his one is like he knows he needs end product.
Yeah.
But he is very good on the ball, and that is his strength. Everyone has different strengths as footballers, and his strength is being on the ball and doing what he does. Mine is scoring goals and getting assists.
Best player you played with? Or against, actually? Or both?
Oh,
No, you should do non-league and then pro, and then do. So
I think you're going to get called up.
100%. Happy me in there. Come on. We discussed this 2 weeks ago.
All right, let's go. Let's break it up then. Non-league,
Now do pro first.
pro first.
Yeah, because I want to know.
Oh, you want to be last?
No, I just want to. I actually want to know.
Okay, all right. Pro, best player you played with?
ooh. Can I name 3?
Top 3.
All right.
Ravel Morrison.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
Big baller.
Stupid on the ball.
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous. Patrick Roberts.
I knew he was going to say him. Ridiculous. Yeah, ridiculous.
I'll say this can be controversial though, because one of my boys now is doing well at Nottingham Forest on loan.
Jed Spence.
But
No, he's cold. Cold, ridiculous.
I'll say Marcus having it.
Okay. Pro against.
Try.
We had, and I say when we had this conversation,
Yeah.
me and him had this conversation on, was it Wednesday?
Yeah.
Because I was actually curious. See the question, you because you're curious. I was curious. I said, bro, who's the...
I don't even know. Pogba.
Damn. Which week is so you played against Pogba? Bloody
I
heck.
played against Ronaldo.
True.
And Bruno.
Yeah.
And
On
Varane.
the
And Sancho.
like, but they didn't have a good game, so I can't really say.
Pogba was good that game.
Yeah, Pogba's.
No one got near him. I went to watch it. I still have
Pogba.
to...
Yeah, to be fair, that Middlesbrough United game was mental.
Mental.
That was mental. Middlesbrough must have been going off. You keep it in your wallet. That's so sweet.
Yeah, come on. I have to remind myself. Bro's there.
So Pogba. Maybe Chelsea. He was good. Kovacic.
He looks unreal there.
He was good. And Loftus-Cheek.
Are you picking these players? No, wait.
I'm on you on. I'm on you on.
I want to know, yeah. Are you picking these players, yeah? Because obviously you've seen them on the ball and you're thinking, right, you're unreal.
He's picked
Or are you
attacking
picking them
players.
because you're thinking, like, you actually thought to yourself, how the hell am I going to beat you?
So he's not going to go against Pogba now, but he's saying from what he's seen.
What I've seen.
From what you've seen.
But now
You talk about who I've gone against.
played against.
Yeah, like 1v1 players you actually found hard to beat.
Let's see if bro was lying to me. Innit? That's all I'm
Ryan
gonna say.
Sessegnon.
There it is.
Okay.
He said it.
Ryan Sessegnon. That when we played Tottenham, it was a good battle between me and him.
Bro, he had Salah in the pocket. They went to Liverpool the other day.
Yeah.
Luke Shaw.
Yeah, that was
Really?
that was a good battle.
That was a good battle. Last one I'll say. Who was good in the challenge I played against? That I thought raw. I don't know his name.
Who did you play for?
Coventry though.
Coventry.
He was. Okay, that game was bullying me.
Is it?
Bullying, like,
Smashing.
physically smashing everything.
Yeah. Old.
About 30, experienced.
Experienced one.
Experience. I'll say them. three.
Can you say you've been pocketed before?
Yeah.
By
I'll
who?
say happily. Yeah.
By who?
What game? The last game of the season we played. The season.
Preston.
Against DJ. Danny Johnson.
Player by
What,
the
he
way.
pocketed you?
Yeah, but I was getting double teams. So I don't really count as pocketed.
He's a player though, you know.
No, I know.
You know that.
What game had my worst?
Did you
game?
know each other, by the way, already?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
What's your hardest game in the season been in the league?
Swansea away.
Why was it hard?
Swansea moved the ball so well, wasn't it?
They pop
Couldn't
ball.
get the ball off them. Why are you laughing?
Bro told me.
Couldn't get
I
ball
checked the
off them.
stats yesterday. They had 75% possession. We had 25. They made 799 passes. We made 250 passes.
Oh
I
my
swear-
days!
No,
that's
that game felt longer than the Man United game.
And that was
'Cause
120.
United is a night. It was
Yeah.
like nice, humid. This thing was in full on sun. I'm playing right wing back, and they're just popping the ball. My head just doing left, right, just shuffling. Oh, mad. I'll say the hardest game I played. Swansea away. You check the stats yourself. I'm telling you that game. Oh, mad.
799 to
That's
200.
mad.
Oh, mad.
It's a bit techie still.
Who would you say the best player in the world is right now?
I'm sticking with my guy, Neymar.
He loves the name, man.
Okay.
Neymar's the best, man. Too
He's
cold.
been saying this forever.
And lastly, what advice would you give young aspiring footballers trying to climb the football pyramid?
Just circle your people with good vibes, man. Don't let no negative energy pull you down. That you can achieve anything, man. You've seen people like myself go from non-league to pro like that. So there's always faith and there's always a chance, man. It's down to your hard work and dedication.
Would you give your younger self advice?
Yeah.
What would you tell your younger 16-year-old self?
Like, why are you so stubborn? Stop being stubborn. Like, listen to your coaches and whatnot. Because they're just here to like, be the best for you and whatnot.
Can I ask a question?
Go on.
Who's better, Messi or Ronaldo?
Ronaldo.
All time.
All time.
Yeah.
Ronaldo's more clutch. So Ronaldo.
Messi has more goals.
Don't matter. Ronaldo's more
Messi
clutch.
has one
He
more.
just told you that he's an eye test man. You're talking about stats.
Listen.
No, but Messi is better on the ball than Ronaldo, so it doesn't make sense.
No, listen. I hear your point, yeah?
No, you just said that Messi scored more goals.
Yeah, but you said who's better on the ball for
You
an eye
said-
test, Messi or Ronaldo?
Oh,
You
hear
didn't say that,
but
though.
look.
Ronaldo and Haaland are basically
didn't say
the same
that, though.
person.
Who?
Ronaldo and Haaland, the same player for me.
So why did you say Ronaldo? I say, me personally, I would pick Ronaldo.
Ronaldo. For
Over
me.
Messi.
Yeah, because
From-
but my reason is because of he worked to get there,
Yeah.
and I respect that.
That is so dead, and I hate when people say this.
You can hate it all you
Listen,
like,
listen,
but
I hear what you say about
What
Messi,
does
yeah?
that mean? Just because
It means what I said.
Can I ask you a question?
Go on.
If I was in Millwall and I was in a coach and
Yeah.
I was just very good, I never had to work for it, or there was a coach that worked his hardest and he still wasn't as good as me, who would you trust more?
Yeah, but that's not the case.
It's the same thing. It's
not
the
the
same.
case.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Because Ronaldo had to work to where he got to. He's still not at Messi's level.
I'm just saying that's why I respect
So
him
who's
more.
a better footballer, Messi or Ronaldo? We're not talking about respect. Who is a better footballer, Messi or Ronaldo?
We talk about football ability, then it's Messi.
So how come
Yeah,
we
we're
talk
talking
about
wait,
anything
wait,
else
wait,
then?
Messi.
but
So who looks
wait,
better on the
no,
who
but wait,
looks
no,
better?
No, but you're talking about on the ball only because off the ball, Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Ronaldo's better than Messi.
So if we're
on the
talking
ball.
footballer,
Who's the better?
in total, Ronaldo
ideal
is the
footballer.
all-rounder. Messi doesn't do anything off the
Yeah,
ball.
Ronaldo's got better assists compared to Messi. Still makes
Oh,
sense.
piss off! You're talking
I
about on the
just-
ball.
Bas.
I
I'm
just said
Just
off
saying.
the ball.
I don't even.
Bas.
I feel like I base my game on Ronaldo, but I'm just saying Messi
Bas,
better.
who's more clutch? Who's more clutch?
Who?
Who's more clutch?
Aubameyang.
Oh shit!
He won the most points last year for Arsenal. So in Europe, so Aubameyang.
Dashed his pillow at you.
Now what? Where do we go from here?
That's a childish view, bro.
It's the truth. How can you ask me who's most points? He won the most points last year for his team in the whole of Europe. I bet
Why
you
are we
didn't know
talking
that.
about
We're
Aubameyang?
talking
You
about
just want
Messi
to put Messi and Ronaldo,
Why are we
but
talking
they're trying to
about
back Aubameyang.
You said
Doesn't
who
make
do
no
you
sense.
think? You said that just
Messi or Ronaldo, and you said
who would I rather?
Aubameyang.
Let me ask you a question. Who would you rather train with, Messi or Ronaldo? Who would you rather look at and be like, do you know what? I feel like people look at Ronaldo and feel like, oh, I can get there because he worked hard.
I feel like Messi probably doesn't even train properly.
Yeah, then calm. Then that's where he is. That's just levels of life. There's some people who are just up there. People silver spoon, they invest and get more bread.
No,
but that's
I think-
life.
I think that this is the problem.
No, you're the problem.
No,
Give it-
you're the problem.
You're giving man
'Cause
benefit
you're
of the
on
doubt.
let me just do all the on the ball stuff, but off the ball, I'm going to do nothing.
Okay, because
That's what Messi's on.
Ronaldo is more athletic than Messi. Other than that, he's nowhere near him. He ain't even good
Because
at free.
you're talking about
he ain't
on the
even
ball
good
only.
at free kicks no more.
To be honest with you, we'll be here until tomorrow.
No,
doing
we
this
won't
Messi
because
Ronaldo
Messi is
debate,
better. Who has
so-
more Ballon d'Ors? I'm
Oh,
done. Sign out.
anyway.
Hey,
You
but
know
Ballon
what?
d'Or is BS, man.
Yeah, true.
Thanks, man.
So if you win a Ballon d'Or, it's BS, yeah?
No, if I win, I'm happy.
Oh, it's different now.
But- no,
See how
but-
man changed?
No, but they shake Ronaldo.
How?
They're both on 5. Ronaldo should have won it.
Yeah.
And who they give it to? They
Messi.
They gave it to Modric.
Modric should have won it.
No, not that year.
Yeah.
They didn't want Ronaldo to have more than Messi.
Because Messi is the all-time great of all time.
I'm done with this conversation, man.
Where you going? Where you going?
Well, Isaiah, it was fantastic to have you here.
Thank you
I
very
think
much,
we've
man.
got a big insight of non-league, Sunday, transitioning to pro. It's been good.
I think this one here should be called Day in the Life.
Of
Professional.
damn. Social podcast episode 4. That's it. It's a wrap.